Did you ever have a belief you continue to stand up for when everyone shut you down? Well, I did. Hello, I'm Susan B. Anthony, a famous women's rights activist. I am an American hero because I stood up for women's rights and fought for their right to vote. I also led many women's suffrage groups. Suffrage means the right or privilege to vote. People also know me as an American hero because I gave hundreds of memorable speeches and lectures. When you look at my life, you can see I did marvelous things, and some of it came from my childhood. I was born on February 15, 1820, from my parents Daniel and Lucy Anthony, and learned to read before I was even 4. At that time, many people didn't think girls could learn as much as boys, so my dad was very proud of me. When I was 6, my family moved to a cotton mill. When one of my father's workers got sick, I got to take the job. My father paid me $3 for 2 weeks at the mill. However, men who worked there got paid more. After my family moved away from the mill, I got another job. I became a teacher, head of the girls section at a school in Canterbury, New York. Good. Now you know my life before I was famous. The road to becoming famous wasn't as easy as you may think. I gave many petitions to the government about women's rights. It was hard work. However, in 1860, all the work finally paid off. A law was passed that married women got the right to own property. Whoopee! My most important achievement, I didn't live to see the day. In 1920, the government passed the 19th Amendment giving women the right to vote. In addition to working to get women the right to vote and own property, I also helped women become equal. If it weren't for me, all the amazing things done by women may not have happened. Can you imagine that? Many lives would be different if I never came to be. You may think you know a lot about me so far, but here are some facts you may not know. In 1868, I started a newspaper for women's rights called The Revolution. In the Civil War, I was an agent for the American Anti-Slavery Society. In 1979, I received a special honor. Did you know that my face is on a gold dollar coin? You may think I'm a pretty serious woman, but here's a funny fact about me. I followed a new style called bloomers. They were big pants that looked like umbrellas hanging from your legs. Since they were so big, however, they took attention away from my speeches. In 1872, after the 14th Amendment came out stating that all citizens had the right to vote, I voted for Ulysses S. Grant, since women are citizens. However, that's not what the government meant. So in 1873, a year after I voted, a marshal came to arrest me and I had to go to court. When the judge told me I had to pay a $100 fine, I refused. Throughout my many speeches, I once said, failure is impossible. And to reporter Nellie Bly, I find the older I get, the greater power I have to help the world. I am like a snowball. The farther I am rolled, the more I gain. Hi, I'm Anne McFarlane. There are many qualities I admire about Susan B. Anthony. 1, her persistence. She never ever gave up when the whole world brought her down. 2, her dedication to women's rights. 3, her strength of character throughout her lifetime. I also relate to Susan B. Anthony in many ways. I never give up when I really believe in something, and I also believe that all people, no matter what gender or race, should be equal. The final way I relate to my hero is that we both have great friends that help us whenever we need it. You may be wondering why I chose to do a report on Susan B. Anthony. The reason my attention was pulled to her is that she did good things for all Americans, both men and women. Oh, and before I forget, she gave me this petition to me asking you to sign if you think women should be allowed to vote at the end of my speech. We, the people, both men and women, should remember Susan B. Anthony for her loyalty, bravery, dedication, and persistence to help the world.